but it was the teenager who came out on top. And then since then, he's been one of Morocco's best players. Doué commits a foul, and referee Facundo Tello, who was right at the spot, awards a free kick in favor of Morocco.
So far, I think in the French side started with some firepower. Kylian Mbappe shots being saved by Bono, and then a header from Upamecano also finding or getting Bono coming to the rescue of the Atlas Lions. I think these are two crucial moments that Bono has really kept Morocco in the game. And then if he is able to keep up that performance, it will also give his side the comfort and confidence heading into the remaining minutes in the game so far. But I think France have really started. I've not seen the attacking threats from Morocco. And one important thing about this game is that Morocco to be open up play and attack freely. But you are playing against a side that they are very, very resilient star players, and so you need to defend very well. And I think they are doing that so far.
Well, Doué tried to cure one, but it's been blocked, and it will be a throw-in for France deep in the half of Morocco. The throw-in has been effected quickly, and Saliba now has the ball back to Lucas Digne at left back. Doué almost lost the ball, but did brilliantly well to win possession. Now Boadi, the youngster, twisting and turning, goes to his captain, Hakimi. Now Unwahi got the goal against Canada to set them up for a 3-0 win and book their place in the last 8. Boadi back to Diop, who finds his goalkeeper, Bono. Morocco not in a rush to do anything, but Bono was sent a long one, looking for the striker. But again, Saliba was there and defends it properly. Morocco still with proceedings. Now Boadi back to Hakimi, their captain, Unwahi. And Ben, I will give you proceedings. Maybe if you can do some advertisements with 11 minutes played so far.
And so yes, I think it's been an interesting game so far that we are watching, and then I think the Moroccans are trying to create something, but unfortunately the French side have been very, very solid at the back, and so it's not giving them that spaces or the pockets of space you expect them to get to penetrate. But yes, so far so good. The French side seem to be in control of the game as we expected from them, and so yes. We are bringing you this coverage courtesy as sponsors who made this very, very possible. We have Rush Energy Drink, says Be Bold, Be You. You have Usla's Enterprise, where efficiency meets performance. Just Chinese, from our kitchen to your heart. Verna Mineral Water, share love with Verna Mineral Water. DSTV, home of entertainment. Knori Cosmetics, healthy skin, renewed confidence. And then you also have Furniture City, home of quality furniture. Malcolm, where Ghana shops. And Bigo Cola, big refreshing moments. Milo, wake up your champ with Milo. Electroland Ghana Limited, home of electronics and affordable luxury. Prep Master, says Steady Smarter. We have 369 Gym and Wellness Center. They operate on a 24-hour basis, and so they provide you with lots of services, including a sports massage, IV therapy, and then others. They operate on a 24-hour basis. Yes, 24-hour basis. And so it's clearly tells you that yes, they are ready to meet all your needs when it comes to gym and wellness center. You also have Emeline Logistics, your trusted paint and plasterboard supplier. They provide quality interior and exterior paints, waterproof paint solutions, and others. We also have Glyco General Insurances, protect your business, your home, your vehicle, and then your assets as well. They provide you with reliable insurance. Lazy Shutter, if you want that real Ghanaian hit in your meal, yes, it is Lazy Shutter. Spicy. You also have Prep Master. They help you prepare for exams such as BEC, WASI, nursing, as well as visa interviews. And so if you want to be part of this, you can download their app on Apple Store or Play Store. Prep Master, Study Smarter. So yes, so far so good. In the game, I think the French side are trying their best to contain the Moroccans. Brahim Diaz, obviously, one of their key players, being fouled there by Kun. But as it stands, is the French side who have a free kick not far away from the penalty box of Morocco. And so yes, it's Usman Dembele behind it. Ulysses sensing a long one, but no, the ball has been repelled by the Atlas Lions defense. It's Olise with the ball, gives it to Lucas Digne to Doué. What can Doué do on the wing? See, passing there, Kylian Mbappe, we shoot, but no, he gets another chance. But yes, the Moroccans are defending in their numbers, something that you rarely see them. But yes, you could understand that, I mean, the sort of attack that they are facing, one of the most ferocious attacks in world football currently. And so you understand that they need to defend in their numbers to avoid giving the French side more spaces to operate. And so yes, it's France attacking here, and Brahim Diaz pass the ball to Hakimi, but was that a foul? Referee says no, and so play continues. The ball is with goalkeeper for France, Magnan with the ball. It seems Unahi. Oh, that was a clear infringement. Lucas Digne causing that infringement there, but referee initially waved and play on. But I mean, it appears that the Moroccans are gradually warming into the game,
and rightly so. And I expect them to make the most of the opportunity they have now, because now the momentum of the game has swung in their favor. When the game started, they were very much pegged in their box, not even in their half, right in front of their goalkeeper. So now that they are able to at least cross the center line and make a few attacks, they should. Oh, this is a waste. This is a waste. They should be making the most of it. Hakimi just wasted the free kick, and in these moments it really counts. You get the corner kick, you get the free kick, you even get a throw in. I mean, Arsenal last season told us that when you get a throw in, there's also an opportunity to score. So everything today would be close to perfection for the Moroccans if they want to, go past France, because France on a normal day doesn't even allow you the ball. And these two teams will be fighting for the ball constantly. Like I said, they mirror each other. You understand? How they move swiftly in transition, how they defend. Paraguay, force France to open another level of their game where they are able to play tough with less finesse and still be very efficient. So whichever way Morocco would want to spin this around, I think France has an answer for them. So the telling moments will be in the individual brilliance and then the set pieces which their way. They're not going to get much, but the little they do, they should and must make the most of it.
Well, 17 minutes inside the first half, and it's still France 0, Morocco 0 here in Boston. Ball currently with the France national team. Upamecano finds his Bayern Munich teammate. Now Dembele, the man who got a hat-trick against Norway in the last group game. Back to Rabiot. Now Saliba. Rabiot once again goes to his left-hand side, finds Lucas Digne. Lucas Digne didn't start the World Cup in his first game against Senegal. It was Theo Hernandez who started at left back for France. But since Lucas Digne came into the fray, he's been one of the starting players. Dembele, now Doué, curls one in, looking for the head of Dembele, who rises, but sends his header looping over the bar. France still knocking here, but have yet to take the lead. And it's still 0-0. Dembele there. 4 World Cup goals to his name. And prior to this tournament, the 2025 Ballon d'Or winner had not scored in a World Cup game. Throw in for Morocco, and Captain Hakimi sends the ball long, but it's been headed away by Dean, and now France regain possession. But referee whistles for a foul against Hakimi as the ball came off his hand. Free kick has been taken quickly. Rabiot just inside the half of Morocco. A quick 1-2 there with Doué, and Doué still on the ball. Goes to his right-hand side, finds Kone, and now ball at the feet of Olise. Try to bend one in, Dembele rather, but the shot has been blocked. But France still keep possession. Koundé, Kone now Upamecano. Back to Saliba. The 2025-26 Premier League winner with Arsenal. And the Champions League finalist. Now Dembele. A quick 1-2 Koundé, who sends a cross. But it's been once again dealt with by Mazraoui. Sends it out for a corner kick. And France will have an opportunity here to at least test Bono once again.
You see, the momentum of the game has swung back again with France playing Morocco right in front of their box again. And yet again, it's another corner kick. But Morocco shouldn't be comfortable, you know, with the game being like this. In as much as it's still 0-0, they would be doing themselves some harm if they are sitting in right in front of their box trying to keep the French side out. Mind you, like I said, there's an individual brilliance there. Someone might pick a pass, break the lines, and Mbappe is almost eagle-eyed every time for a goal. So Morocco need to try and break from this and then start making some attacks of their own.
The two sides met back in 2022 in the semi-final at the Qatar World Cup. And France won that encounter by 2-0. Theo Hernandez putting France 1-0 up with just 5 minutes on the clock. And then Kolo Muani, who came on to replace Ousmane Dembele, guided home France's second with his first touch as he came on. And France won 2-0 to move into the final to meet eventual winners Argentina. Tonight, it's either there will be a revenge or a repeat of what happened back in 2022 in Qatar. The goal kick there from Bono has been sent all the way to a throw, and France will restart the throw-in. Olise loses possession of the ball, and France once again conceding a throw-in. Hakimi coming all the way to effect that one. The captain of the side, Hakimi, a back-to-back Champions League winner with his side, Paris Saint-Germain. And tonight he faces off with his club teammate, Doué, at the right-hand side. And so far, it's been a very tough battle amongst the two. Morocco win possession. A long one there, looking for Tabli. Goes past Upamecano, but his pass there has been intercepted by Kone. And now France will launch their own attack with Olise. Sends a nice one ball. Looking for Mbappe. He's been brought down by referee Facundo Tello. Waves play on. I mean, the controversy surrounding officiating in the last matches in the knockout stages Facundo Tello will be aiming to at least stamp his authority on this game. He's known for one of the most dirtiest games ever in football history. When Racing faced Boca Juniors in the Argentina FA Cup, he handed out 10 red cards, 7 for Boca Juniors, 3 for Racing. And tonight, if Tempests are not down, we could be seeing something from Facundo Tello. But with 24 minutes of play, he's kept his cards in his pockets. Morocco with possession now. Unwahi back to Tanui, back to Unwahi now. A run there from Tabli, but Unwahi decided to play it safe. And ball now with Brahim Diaz. Diaz shoots one in, looking for Buadi, but it's been dealt with. And Morocco relinquish possession. And a counter-attack here for France. Olise finds his captain Mbappe inside the penalty area, goes past one. A tackle there.
Mazraoui.
But
Mazraoui
has brought Mbappe down inside the box. The trickery of Mbappe, the quick feet of Mbappe.
Mazraoui.
And it's a penalty.
Maybe they will go back and then call a foul for Hakimi. If not,
yes, I mean, you all recall the controversial game, Argentina versus Egypt, where play had to be drawn back.
Oh, this is nothing.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. And so I think, let's see whether it was a penalty, clear contact. I think that's is a
he got his timing so off.
Yeah.
He got his timing so off.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I think that's a correct call from the Argentine referee. I mean, we've had 5 Argentine referees officiating this game. There were talks about, the rivalry among the nations and all that. But I think so far so good. The referee has been is doing well so far. I think yes, Mbappe when it matters most, he steps up and delivers. We expect him to deliver in terms of scoring from here and then possibly put France ahead. But yes, Morocco, I think I'm a bit surprised with the approach. When they are different, it's like they are playing a 4-4-2 shape. But when France are attacking, you see like 6-7 of the Moroccan players in the box trying to contain them.
Yeah, so
I think
you can see that the approach is just to limit France from getting a goal. Before we came on, I mentioned that I see this game probably traveling extra time, maybe penalties, because Morocco wouldn't have the strength to battle them for the full 90 minutes. But they will try and drag the game. But you are not going to be dragging the game when you are giving up penalties like this.
Well, after VAR review, looks like the penalty will stand. And Kylian Mbappe can make it 19 goals in 19 World Cup appearances. The France captain can get his 8th of the tournament and match Lionel Messi's 8th goal tally. Mbappe takes a deep breath and stares into the eyes of Bono. Bono, known for his massive penalty saves. Can he at least bail his teammate out here?
What's the hold up?
Referee trying to get everyone outside of the box. And finally, the VAR check is over. And Mbappe complaining about...
Because the delay is quite unusual. The check is over. Why has he not kicked the ball yet?
Mbappe. Can he get one? But he's been saved by Bono.
The delay
Bono dived to his left-hand side and easily. That was a feeble and poor penalty from the standards of Kylian Mbappe. Wasn't troubling Bono at all. Sent it just by his left-hand side, and Bono known for his penalty heroics, once again coming to the rescue of Morocco. Ben.
Yes. Interesting. You mentioned it directly. So yes, Kylian Mbappe, as you said, it was a feeble shot. There was no power in it, as we know him to be very, very explosive when it comes to penalties. Yes, I mean, there could be talks of the delay and all that, but I don't think it plays a major role. Once you're a player, you have the ball, you have the chance, you have, I mean, some few seconds to breathe in, strategize, psych yourself up for the, kick, and you go and kick it this way. No, I think it's a no from a Kylian Mbappe. Very, very disappointing one. And he made it very, very easy for Bono as well. And Bono, as we also know, he shouldn't be like, oh, Mbappe didn't play it well, so that's why. But I think Bono has proven that when it comes to, these kicks, he's
Because I mean,
really,
if he
really
dived to his right, it means that that would have scored.
So,
So yeah.
I think that Bono also deserves some credit for spotting the right direction.
But I'm very sure
and
Mbappe
making
will be
sure
furious
it's,
with whatever that was going on in the
wow.
box, because the delay was unusual. I mean, VAR had finished checking and it was a penalty. We all knew it was a penalty. And your man is at the spot waiting to hear the blast of the whistle and kick the ball. Because these things matter, you know? These things matter. But hey.
So, well, out of context, Ben, would you say this is part of FIFA script?
Here we go again.
I mean, telling
Mbappe to intentionally miss it so that Morocco qualify and then they will meet.
This wasn't an intentional miss.
Mbappe missed it. No, Mbappe missed it. That's all. I think it was unfortunate. You are pushing me to the wall to say things. I mean, I'm not.
No, because there's been, especially from you, numerous complaints about how some teams are benefiting.
A lot of conspiracy
from FIFA. So I just wanted to know if maybe FIFA is favoring Morocco there. So
it's not about FIFA favoring
They
Morocco.
called Mbappe to just...
A penalty call was made, VAR checked, and I think there were incidents among the players that the referee needed to sort it out before Mbappe takes the penalty kick. And so he did that. Mbappe had some few seconds to breathe in, strategize and all that. But yes, I think although the kick was poor, Bono also did well by spotting the right direction. And so yes, I think the credit goes to Bono. There's no FIFA anything, please. You are being
anybody
objective and professional.
Anybody that does that, credit should go to. You shouldn't be at least like...
Alfred, please come in.
Frank would just not let it slide. He's always trying to settle a score for Lionel Messi. Well, I don't know, but should Argentina win the World Cup, I'm sure they should come and pick him up here for, to join the trophy parade, because I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, it's one of those things, and I think Mbappe, for the kind of player he is, that we know him to be a big game player, he's going to shrug this off as if nothing happened, you know. But yes, this is football. You lose concentration for a second, and everything can go wrong. And when you look at the tournament so far, losing concentration is something that we Africans seem to be doing quite well than the Europeans. So it was a bit bizarre for Mbappe himself to even strike the ball the way he did. But yes, like we are saying, credit to Yassine Bono. This tournament looks like the tournament of goalkeepers, you know?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the bronze ball or whatever will be given to a goalkeeper because the goalkeepers have been amazing. Amazing.
In 2002, the Golden Ball was won by Germany's Oliver Kahn, who was adjudged the best player of the 2002 World Cup tournament. He captained Germany to the final, but lost to Brazil. Ronaldo there getting 2 amazing goals for Brazil to win their 5th World Cup trophy.
And I remember that game, how difficult it was for Brazil to actually even go past Oliver Kahn. It took Ronaldo da Lima to do as usual before. But yes, I see a goalkeeper probably winning, if not the silver ball, the bronze ball, because the goalkeepers have been very, very impressive. Our own Benjamin Asare blew my mind.
Well, France coming once again. Olise brought down there, but referee is not having any of that. Let's play on. Boadi, nice twisting and turning there to get past Doué, who was pressing. And now Morocco, deep inside their 18-yard box. Mazraoui, the man who committed the foul and nearly gave an advantage to France. Back in defense, Boadi, nice pass there to get past Dean Unwahi. Back to his captain Hakimi. Goes all the way to Issa Diop. And now Mazraoui will let the ball go all the way to his midfield teammates. And Morocco come again. Issa Diop. Morocco not in a rush to enter into the half of Brazil. Going casually and taking their time to build up and progress the ball. Now Boadi to his right-hand side finds Brahim Diaz. And Diaz. And now a chance for Morocco. Sends the one looking for Brahim Diaz, but the ball has been dealt with. And France also lands their own attack, but again intercepted there by Morocco. Mazraoui now goes to Salah at left back. Goes past Ousmane Dembele, but he's been forced back. Salah does brilliantly well. Boadi tried to go past Doué, and now it's almost a howler there from Boadi. But Bono once again coming to the rescue of his teammates. Boadi tried to do some amazing flick there, but he was almost caught in possession and nearly paid for it there.
And I think Doué, same like Mbappe, didn't really strike the ball well. But again, credit to Yassine Bounou, reading the direction of the ball and making the most important save. Because the ball indeed was still moving and could have ended up in the net. So I mean, kudos to them. But Boadi needs to be very, very careful. He seems to be controlling the middle for Morocco, and France are beginning to pick on him. Since he's the one dictating the pace for them, France are beginning to pick on him. And the more possession he loses, the more chances they concede, and then likely go to into a goal for France.
36 minutes on the clock. It's still 0-0. And Olise's pass to find Kylian Mbappe this time goes all the way into the waiting arms of Bono. And Morocco will try to build up from the back once again. At any time Morocco, they have the ball. They are not in any hurry to attack France. And maybe they want to take the game to extra time and all the way to penalties, because they know that they have a safe pair of hands in the like of Yassine Bono, who is in their post. And just like the stats show, 10 attempts on goal for France, none for Morocco, and 3 on target for France out of their 10 attempts. So it's been France since the blast of the first half whistle, but they do not have the most important thing, that's the goal. Morocco once again forced all the way back inside their half. Salah, who's now also moving to the centre back position, with Mazraoui going to the left hand side. Morocco loses possession there and commits a foul by El Anouai on Bono. Yeah, just like that. Foul that was against Lisandro Martinez in the build up to Egypt's goal that was choked off. The free kick has been affected. Sends a long one into Pakone. Leaves it for Kunde. Olise goes past one, pass to inside the 18-yard box. Regains possession once again. And the ball caught between the feet of Ousmane Dembele. And Morocco will launch a counter-attack, but Saliba brings down Brahim Diaz, and it is a free kick for Morocco. Then 39 minutes, it's still 0-0. The KG affair so far.
Indeed, it is a KG affair. I'm not too impressed with the approach that Morocco are using. Yes, of course, they want to make sure they tighten their back just to ensure that they don't concede. But we've had two clear instances, I think three, where France got very, very close to scoring. And had it not been the heroics of Yassine Bono, they could be down by at least 2 goals to nil by now. So I think in as much as you are trying to be so protective and then guide your defense just to avoid conceding, you are still conceding chances to this side. So you can talk of the Argentina versus Cape Verde game, Argentina versus Egypt's game, Argentina Cape Verde game. These sides open up, they attack freely, because once you score, you don't know what will happen in the course of the game. So I think in as well as they are defending, they should do well to attack more as well. Once you create the chances, you will get the goals. Even if there is an equalizer, that will even help you boost your chances of wanting to take the game to extra time and then possibly penalties, where you think you are in a very, very favorable position to get the win. But I think in as much as they are trying to defend and then make sure that they prevent any dangerous attacks, they should also make sure that they attack in their numbers, get the chances, and possibly score.
We got 40 minutes inside the first half, and it's still 0-0 here at the Gillette Stadium in Boston. France in possession now. Lucas Digne. He is an Europa League winner with Aston Villa. Now Kone driving through the middle, finds Kylian Mbappe, but his pass looking for Lise has been intercepted once again. And a nice tiki-taka from the back by Morocco. They play themselves out of the press from Kylian Mbappe, and now are on the attack. But they've been forced back into their half. Mazraoui, now Salah, the left back, finds Tabi at the left-hand side. Goes all the way back to Mazraoui. Now Boadi, Hakimi now, back to Issa Diop. Now Unai, still the possession now. Unai switches play to the right-hand side. And now Tabi, and he take on Kunde. But Pamkan was there and sends the ball out for a throw-in. Shakira in the stands there enjoying the spectacle with his two sons, her two sons, with Gerard Piqué, a former fiancé. Pamecano's pass, find Rabiot. Rabiot has been brought down by Unwahi, and it is a free kick for France. The Moroccan fans also enjoying themselves there. Kone, Kylian Mbappe comes all the way into midfield, scoops one in looking for Ousmane Dembele. At a brilliant header there, curtails the danger. Morocco brilliantly plays themselves out of danger. Tabi, now Salah, Boadi, just outside the 18-yard box. He's been forced back. Brilliant press there from Mbappe. Force Morocco all the way back to their goalkeeper, Bono. And that pass there almost getting intercepted by Mbappe. But Hakimi was ready to gallop at the right-hand side. His touch was a bit too heavy and goes all the way to a throw-in, which France takes it very quickly. Pamecano, now Kone, Mbappe does brilliantly well there. But once again, they can't beat the defense of Morocco. Wadi tried to mash out Kone. Kone, very strong, wins possession now. Finds, do it. Rabiot. The AC Milan man, Mbappe. Goes all the way back to Pamecano. Now Dembele. Nice dribble there, Dembele. Good pass this man. Still Dembele. Now Pamecano. A nice splitting pass there. There was too much behind it. And Koundé couldn't bring it down into possession. And France concedes a goal kick. 45 minutes. And in no time, the referee is blowing his whistle to end proceedings here. But at least there will be about a minimum of 5 minutes of stoppages will be played before referee will whistle to end the first half. And Antoine Griezmann there, the 2018 World Cup winner with France, the 2022 World Cup finalist and silver medalist with France, the 2016 Euro silver medalist with France. He's seen it all. A legend of France football, Antoine Griezmann, watching from the stands. Bono clears it long. The ball evades everyone. Referee, fourth official, shows a minimum of 5 minutes of stoppages to be played. A through ball there from Olise, again getting intercepted by the on-rushing Bono, who came all the way out of his post to clear. But France regained possession. Olise nutmegs Brahim Diaz. The two met in the Champions League quarterfinals, and Real Madrid met Bayern Munich, and Olise announcing himself there, coming out victor against Brahim Diaz and Mbappe on that occasion. Saliba, now Kone strikes one, and the ball hits the back of his teammate Koundé, and Dembele regains possession, finds Olise at the edge of the D. Digne will let fly, hits the crossbar from distance. Was calling for a corner kick, and the referee has awarded a goal kick, and that's the closest France has come in this first half in taking the lead, and that looked like a touch there from Yassine Bono. But the referee, yes, has awarded a goal kick.
But I think, should the game end this way at halftime, France will be left a bit frustrated, but I'm sure the Moroccans would probably say a good job so far, because if we are not getting the chances to score, then we've been able to limit them to also probably 1 or 2 clear chances. And even with that, have dealt with it quite well. Then it's half of the job done. And then now when they come into the second half, they will look to try and be a bit of risk takers. But so far, so good, and I think Morocco have done well. I mean, played to the strengths of the tempo of the game currently. Because if they try to go at it man for man, the quality of the French side is just going to be too much for them.
Well, was that inside?
It wasn't inside, that was a foul. He pulled into it.
Well, if it was inside, they could have at least checked the VR. Well, it was both players, yeah, both players.
So I'm sure
getting entangled there.
I'm sure the advantage will go to the defending team.
But France come once again. Dembele now, very quickly. Dembele tried to go past his marker, but once again a brilliant defending tackle there from Salah, who came all the way back to defend, and now Nouahi, one of the standout performers, and Morocco went all the way and were in 4th position at the 2022 World Cup with Nouahi. And 4 years later, they still marching down proceedings, the heart of Morocco's midfield. Nouahi, nice ball there to find Hakimi. Now Diaz, and he conjures some magic, sends one in and hits the hand of Rabiot. And Morocco, out of nothing, have a very good chance to at least get the winner, get the first goal before the first half ends here in Boston. Brahim Diaz's cross hits the hand of Adrien Rabiot. And now France are on the attack here.
Rabiot is a very lucky man because a slight step backwards, just one step backwards, would have had him on the line, making this a penalty. You know, and just when we see Morocco trying to create an attack of their own, they concede. France concedes a free kick, which now is in a very good position where I see Morocco making the most of it.
Hakimi, wow, what a waste there from the Moroccan captain, sending his effort well wide of the post.
They shouldn't come and blame anybody when this game goes out of their hands.
He tried to bend one inside the post, but couldn't get the curler on it. And referee Facundo Tello blows his whistle to end the first half here in Boston at the Gillette Stadium. It's ended France 0, Morocco 0.
And so it is the halftime of the game involving Morocco and France up in Boston, US. And so it's goalless at halftime. I mean, let's quickly acknowledge our sponsors. Rush Energy Drink. Rush Energy Drink says we both view the Usla's enterprise where efficiency meets performance. Just Chinese, from our kitchen to your heart. Verna Mineral Water. Share love with Verna Mineral Water. DSTV, home of entertainment. Knorri Cosmetics, healthy skin, renewed confidence. Furniture City, home of quality furniture. Malcolm, where Ghana shops. Bigo Cola, big refreshing moment. Milo, wake up your champ with Milo. Electroland Ghana Limited, home of electronics and affordable luxury. And then we also have 369 Gym and Wellness Center. They operate on the 24-hour basis located at East Legon. They provide services including IV therapy, sports massage, recovery services, and many others. They say built on wellness and healthy lifestyle. Emily Logistics, your trusted paint and plasterboard supplier. Quality interior and exterior paint, waterproof paint solutions, acrylic paint accessories, plasterboards and boarded materials, competitive prices, and excellent customer care. Glyco General Insurance says protect yourself, your vehicle, home business, or valued assets. Glyco General provides you with reliable insurance designed to cushion you against life's unexpected setbacks. Yes, unexpected setbacks in life occur, and so yes, it is very important for you to make sure that you are secured with Glyco General Insurance. They say we cushion you for life. Lizzie Shito is saying that if you want that real Ghanaian hit in your meal, they have the right option or choice for you. It's perfect for kenke, rice, wache, and others. Lizzie Shito, a spicy prep master. They are saying they prepare you for exams. Daily exams in terms of writing BEC, WASI, nursing exams. And then also, apart from that, they also prepare you for visa interviews. Yes, it's very, very important to prep yourself when you are going for visa interviews so that, you don't get bounced. And so they are also saying that you can download their app on Apple Store and Play Store as well. Prep Master, steady, smarter. And so, yes, it is the halftime goalless involving the game that features Morocco and then France in the 2026 FIFA World Cup, first game of the quarterfinal. Let's take a quick breather. When we return, we will unravel the happenings in the first half of the game.
Tomorrow. Yes, my son, you can. Lizzie Shito dear. Ebesu obiasu.
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce. And yes, spicy and that's Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce. And yes, spicy.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters, every sprint, every tackle, every chance. The world watches, but pressure doesn't stop me. It drives me. Because energy changes everything. The energy to keep moving, the energy to keep fighting, the energy to rise when the moment gets bigger. From the training ground to the world stage, I bring everything I've got. I don't wait for the moment, I create it with the energy that keeps me rising. Rush Energy Drink. Be bold, be you.
Drink responsibly. Not recommended for persons below 18, pregnant women and lactating mothers. This advert is FDA approved.
Glyco General Insurance provides non-life insurance solutions spanning across motor, fire and accident, marine, liability, bonds and guarantees, as well as specialty risks like agric, energy, oil and gas.
Coca-Cola is changing the game and giving away free cash. Introducing the Bigo Scan and Win promo. Your chance to enjoy great taste and win instant cash every day. Just buy a bottle of Bigo Cola, locate the QR code on the label, scan with your smartphone, watch the video and enter your details and stand a chance to win instant cash. No waiting, no stress, just real rewards instantly. From everyday refreshment to unexpected rewards, Bigo Cola is more than a drink, it's an experience. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Bigo Cola today, scan the code and win big.
Bigo, big on taste, refresh your vibes.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
This advert is FDA approved.
From that short break, I have with me my guests, Alfred Edwin and then Frank the champion, who is our commentator for today's game. Alfred, let me come to you. France have had their moments, but unfortunately they couldn't make use of it.
Yes, you know, the game is, if for someone who wants to enjoy free-flowing football, it's quite boring, I would say. But then again, before we came on, I told you that both teams mirror each other. So it is only normal for Morocco to try and wait the game out. Expect France to make a mistake they might not make, but then ensure that if we are not scoring, then France also shouldn't be scoring. And we've seen few instances where, in as much as Morocco was still defending the right way. One thing I've also noticed that they are being very disciplined. They are not, throwing in tackles here and there. Because this referee in question we are talking about doesn't fear the red card. He gives his cards as he goes. So France will feel a bit frustrated, but then it's going well for Morocco so far. But for the football fan who would want to see some goals and see some expressiveness, I think both teams have just been quite one-dimensional. There's nothing really extra going on. No off-the-ball runs. No one trying to take the game into their hands and then try and make something happen. So I believe France are probably just going to do more of what they have done all through the first half, hoping for a little crack in the armor of the Moroccans. But the Atlas Lions are being lions by not rowing, ironically. But so far, so good. Just like Paraguay, showed France, or Paraguay forced France to play a different kind of game to what they are used to. France today is making Morocco play a different kind of game from what they are used to. And so far, so good. 0-0. It plays into the advantage for Morocco, but we see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Frank, briefly, let me come to you. This approach from the Moroccans, is this something that you expected? And do you think it is sustainable? Because they've considered a number of chances that if they had been converted, they would be down by now.
Yeah, that's, I would say I expected it, because you wouldn't want to go toe-to-toe with this France team. They have the quality to expose the defense of Morocco. And even though they've sat deep, France have still found a way around it. They've maneuvered into their half. They found spaces inside their box, and without the saves of Bono, we could have had at least a two-goal lead for France. But if they want to defend, I think they need to be a bit compact and not allow the Mbappes and the Ulises to run at them. But these are players that you wouldn't be able to keep them at bay that much. So you mentioned about how Cape Verde and then Egypt came out of their shells to at least try to play beautiful football. But this is a knockout game, and you wouldn't expect a team that's wanting to make history to go all the way out against a very potent side in France. They have Mbappe. He scored 7 goals in just 4 games now, and you wouldn't want to give him that space to attack you. So I agree with the coach setting up this team, but they are not doing enough when they win the ball. We saw the stats there. France had 245 passes, Morocco 233. That means it's not been, a very much play out by France against Morocco. But once Morocco have the ball, they are not able to progress it that much. They are okay having the ball and not attacking. And maybe because they have Bono, they are waiting to take the game all the way to the penalty. But if France and Mbappe and Olise are willing to also agree to that, that's what we are in to see in the second half.
And so yes, so live here on GhanaWeb TV, the first quarter-final game of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, featuring France facing off against Morocco in Boston. Alfred, let me come to you. The absence of Ibrahim Saibari, 3 goals so far, he's proven to be very, very key for the side, even when they are not playing so flamboyantly. They win the ball, they get into counter-attack situations. He's able to hold onto the ball, take on defenders, then force an attack. That's really helped them. In his absence, they seem to struggle up front. What should be the solution getting into the second half?
Well, speaking of Saibari, I feel if he was still in this game, the tactical instructions would have still been what we are seeing. Try not to have, like Frank mentioned, Morocco is okay with not having the ball. You understand? So if Saibari was in this game, he probably would have looked a very frustrated character. But mind you, yes, he has it in him to, make a difference. And like I'm saying, this game will probably be down to individual brilliance and who wants it more. But yes, he's a big miss. But I believe the Moroccans have done themselves good so far. The only thing missing in this game is probably, the ball in the back of the net. But 45 minutes more to go, and Morocco may want to take a risk or two, and hopefully it doesn't go against them. But if they're going to be wasting their set pieces as they have done in the first half, I mean, I don't want to be back here singing the African story, but they have it all to do for themselves. They are basically playing. I don't buy into the narrative of this is Africa. No, there's nothing like AU at this tournament. There's nothing like EU at this tournament. There's no European Union, African Union, whatever happening. So Morocco are doing this for themselves, and they need to take that responsibility and then try and make something out of this game. They have the quality, and I expect them to give us a good game.
And so the second half is almost underway in Boston. France locking horse against Morocco in the crucial quarter-final encounter. You could see Coach Deschamps of France engaging the center referee, because obviously there were some decisions during the game that probably he might not be comfortable with. Alfred, would you say the delay in taking the penalty or?
Oh, it does. It does. Last season in a game, Manchester United's game, there was this, I've forgotten the opponent, but the referee was kind of like backtracking and he almost bumped into Bruno, right? And that seemed to upset Bruno a little bit. And the next minute, he skied the ball. These things, football is a game of concentration. But one interesting thing I wanted to talk about, sometimes when they're coming out of the tunnel like this and I see the coaches interacting with the referees, I tend to wonder what exactly they're talking about, because on our side of the world here, if we see something like that, it would raise flags, But they seem to be very accommodating with the coaches, which is good to see. I don't want anyone. I don't want anyone coming to cry that
if Messi was talking to the referee.
I believe so. I believe so. But it's all good. It's all, Ben, don't fall for this, please. He's baiting you. But it's all good for the game. And so far, with all the conversation about officiating leading up to this game, the referee has been good. The players themselves, I'm sure, they are aware of who they are dealing with. So everybody's, like I mentioned, the Moroccans are not giving away fouls so much. They've been very disciplined. So, I mean, on the terms of officiating, it's good, and we'll see.
We will see. And so, yes, the second half is almost underway. Now, before we go and take the commentary, briefly, let's acknowledge our sponsors. Rush Energy Drink says, be bold, be you. Usla's Enterprise, where efficiency meets performance. Just Chinese, from our kitchen to your heart. Verna Mineral Water, share love with Verna Mineral Water. DSTV, home of entertainment. Knorri Cosmetics, healthy skin, renewed confidence. Furniture City, home of quality furniture. Malcolm, where Ghana shops. You also have Bigo Cola, big refreshing moments. Milo, wake up your champ with Milo. Electroland Ghana Limited, home of electronics and affordable luxury. We see our 369 Gym and Wellness Center. Yes, as I keep saying, they operate on a 24-hour basis. They are located at East Legon. I mean, they offer services such as IV therapy, strength training, and then most importantly, sports massage. Yes, it's not every gym and wellness center that you go that is equipped with sports massage. They give you that service as well. They say it's built on wellness and healthy lifestyle. Emily Logistics, your trusted paints and plasterboard supplier. Quality interior and exterior paints, waterproof paint solutions, acrylic paint accessories, plaster boards and building materials, competitive prices, and excellent customer care. We have Glyco General Insurance. Glyco says protect yourself, your family, your home, your assets, and make sure that you are connected to the reliable insurance solutions provided by Glyco. Glyco says they cushion you against life's unexpected setbacks. And so Lizzie Shuto says, if you want that real Ghanaian heat in your meal, yes, we have Ghanaian heats in meals, but if you want a real one, yes, Lizzie Shuto provides you with that. They say that it's perfect for kenke, rice, wache, and other meals that you may find it suitable to enjoy with. Lizzie Shuto spicy. Prep master. Prep master says that they are prepping you. Prepping you means that they are preparing you for, your exams. Exam, it could be BEC, it could be WASI, and then nursing exams as well. Apart from that, they also help you prep very, very well for visa interviews. Yes, you pay huge sums of money to book that interview, and so it's very important that you don't miss out. And so yes, they help you prep very well for visa interviews. You can download their app on App Store or Play Store. Prep Master, steady smarter. So the second half is underway. Frank Achampon will take over with the commentary.
Well, Ben, Frank Kamal Achampon, my name. Morocco gets the ball out of their half, and referee Facundo Tello has allowed proceedings to restart here in Boston. The first quarter-final of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Will it be Morocco or France progressing into the last four? Will it be Morocco getting a revenge for their 2-0 defeat back in 2022? Or France once again will emerge victor? A throw-in for France, quickly effected by Jules Koundé. Now Saliba goes to his left-hand side, finds Dane. Doué, back to Dane once again. Now Saliba leaves it for Upamecano. And now Kone finds Dembele. Goes past one. Back to Olise. Just inside the center circle, Olise. To his right-hand side, Kone. Now Koundé. Dembele. Sent one in, but Mazraoui was there to let clear. Now Noy on the space here. Finds. Nice play there from Morocco. And a very good pass here can cause problems. But the hold up there from Brahim Diaz has allowed the France defense to recover. But Tawi, can he take on Koundé? Decides to switch pass to Unwai. Does brilliantly well there to find Diaz. But that shot there was feeble and it's been blocked. Morocco starting the second half brilliantly there on the attack and surprising the France team. Morocco had sat back since the start of the first half, but they've come out of their shells and throwing everything at France since the second half restarted.
And this is quite a surprise to me myself, you know, because I expected France to rather be the one on the front foot. But I think it's a very good approach. Try unsettling France as early as you can in the second half and probably go back to sitting deep. But Morocco today in the final third hasn't been impressive. They seem to find their way into the final third, and then the decision making is not there. And you don't do this against France. If you show France that you can create the chance and you don't score, when they get the opportunity, you'll probably be smiling at the one side of your mouth. So far so good. Morocco have tried to switch things up, and then now you see, because Morocco opened up the game, France are back to doing their usual high pressing, and this is where now things will get interesting. So I really expect them to play as the teams we know them to be, on the front foot, and give us an end-to-end game, and then let's enjoy the football.
Morocco once again attacking. Cantabria to keep it in, but he couldn't, and it will be a throw-in for Morocco. But Kone is down, rolling in pain, and that could be the end for him in this game. His teammates are rushing to go and have a look at what's wrong with Kone. And Didier Deschamps, the 2018 World Cup winning coach, he used that opportunity to effect some tactics and command his boys to up the ante. The throw-in has been quickly effected. Saliba now in defense finds Rabiot. Now Upamecano. France coming once again. Upamecano has been forced back to his defensive pair. Dean. Now Mbappe. Doué. Back to Luka Dean. Now Kone. Back on his feet. Back into the heart of midfield for France. Olise. A shove at the back there from Salah. A referee allows play to continue. Kone driving through the midfield, goes past one. But his pass there, intercepted. Salah now. Ball falls all the way back to Bono. Just like they started the first half, Morocco are now going back in their shells. A faulty pass there. A referee allows play to continue even after Kone brought it.
If you translate the ball quite quickly and quite well, and you are not making the shots on target and then the goals count, then it's almost as if you've done nothing. But it's nice to see that France are also now, holding up the game with Morocco, kicking the ball about like we know them to be.
Morocco, a long kick there. The ball goes out of play for a goal kick. Mike Maignan, quick restarts play. And finds Luka Dean on the left-hand side. Finds Rabiot. Driving forward, even Rabiot. Koundé. Now Ousmane Dembele. Dembele, a bright prospect during his youthful days in Borussia Dortmund. And a very big move to Barcelona. That was where his injury started. And the man who was touted to become one of the poster boys of football lost his legs. But a move to PSG got him back on his feet, dragging the team to their maiden Champions League win, and then again sending them again to the 2025-2026 Champions League win, doing that as a Ballon d'Or winner. And once again showing that even in injuries you can recover and pick up the mantle like you were touted to be.
Yes, so I don't know why it seemed to be a bit of delay in taking the corner, throwing. We've just played them 53 minutes. We have the opportunity. We even had a number of the French players in their own half. So you make sure that you just get in a quick one and try sending a course or something. But yes, they are still trying to manage the game. That is the Moroccans' mindset heading into this game. They are trying to manage the game. But yes, you are playing against a side where the slightest of opportunities they could use it to finish the game. So it's very, very important that they attack. I think I've seen some attacking threats in the second half. Hopefully they are able to embroil them. But then Yassine Bono has really set a record, and so yes, that was a brilliant one. So after saving Mbappe's penalty, it comes out that he's joined 5 goalkeepers in history at the World Cup to make 4 saves. So we have Bono, yes, 4 including shootouts. And so we have Gerard Schumacher from West Germany by then. So the data dates back from 1966 onwards till date. And so Gerard Schumacher with 4 saves. Then Dominik Livakovic from Croatia also made 4 saves. And then we have Sergio Goyotia from Argentina also making 4 saves. Daniel Subasic from Croatia once again.
I remember
making,
him.
Yeah,
I remember
4
him.
saves. And then Ike Casillas, a legend himself,
Wow.
also on the. I mean,
And that's a very exclusive group Yasin Bono has found himself in, and I mean it's no fluke that he's there. France are coming.
And that duo, Olise and Mbappe linking up once again, but this time, well, Mbappe was offside. Anyways, but he blazed efforts worldwide, and that's Wadi
Olise is just
pulling down the shots of Olise.
Olise is just incredible. Did you see the pass?
This guy. And with a little over 10 minutes played in the second half, it's still 0-0. But France, the dominant force, Mbappe now inside the penalty area, has been forced back. But does well to keep possession. Dean, now Rabiot, finds Mbappe. A brilliant skill there from Olise to find his captain Mbappe. And Hakimi pushing his friend and former teammate. Good friends there, Hakimi and Kylian Mbappe. But on the field, they are allies now. Now, Olise twisting and turning to go past Boadi. Now Kone, Saliba. Now, Doué finds Mbappe inside the box. A cross comes in. But fails to find any teammates and sails all the way to a goal kick. That chance there from Olise, creating space for Mbappe. But Mbappe's cross well over the bar and up for a goal kick. The fans inside the Boston Stadium, the Gillette Stadium, enjoying themselves. Not been a game of 2 attacking teams, but they've not let that to curtail the enjoyment they came to have on the field. Nice score there. A foul in favor of Morocco. The ball hitting the hand of Koundé.
For most of the fans at the tournament, right? When you look at the outrageous ticket prices, nobody would come all the way. See, regardless of what is happening on the field, they are supposed to have a time of their lives because it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I like the fact that the fans are also adding to the whole experience of the tournament, because a lot of things happening off the field in terms of the ambience the supporters are giving to these games is making everybody now forget that before the World Cup started, there was a whole lot of back and forth going on. But I think the tournament has been good so far, and I mean the supporters have also added their bit to make it as colorful as it can be.
Well, France still having possession here. Doué sends to his left back, Luka Dean. Back to Doué. He's lost possession there. Morocco will come. But the press there from France was very quick. The cross comes in, but Mazraoui at the right place at the right time. Classic. Ball finds the leg of Mbappe!
Mbappe Loti.
And a brilliant finish there from Kylian Mbappe.
Kylian Mbappe Loti.
19 goals in 19 World Cup appearances to put France 1-0 up here in Boston.
The dictator has arrived.
Yes.
And Morocco will appeal,
He's never a dictator.
appealing for something there. Rushing to the referee to make their case
Allez les Bleus.
on what they are calling for a foul before Mbappe struck the ball. But Mbappe wouldn't mind. He's put France 1-0 up and they're on the cusp of victory. Is there a foul there?
Yes, and I think referee was right at the scene, and he clearly gave them the signal to, progress the ball. Yes, I think they can complain, but yes, I think once the referee was there, he saw it and then everything. Unless VAR reviews it and thinks that there's something concrete to cancel it. But I mean, that was a brilliant goal. I told you guys that yes, indeed, the Moroccans have come in just to drag the game. Probably getting a draw or leveling the game heading into extra time because of penalties. But this is an attacking side that they can hurt you from any angle. They can hurt you from any angle. So yes, I think there was a brief VAR check and the goal has been given. So yes, Kylian Mbappe scoring 8 goals and going toe to toe with Lionel Messi, who is also proving to be a very, very, very formidable force. And I think head coach is now bringing in some attacking players from on the side of Morocco just to make sure that they are able to push forward more because they've not created any attacking threats so far. The few that they've had a bit of set pieces to Hakimi blew those chances away. So these substitutions, you expect them to make sure that the Moroccans are able to attack fluidly. But then you see, this is where the trick lies. As I said, the Morocco needed to start the game, open up and attack more, get your goal. You see, now you are coming to open up. You are forced to open up, and you leave spaces and transitions.
Yes. Now
this is where
it's going to be a football game.
They will force you to open up. Once you open up, then you give them the chance to operate.
You close the game and still missed the little chances that you got. So now that you are behind, this is where you take the risk. I'm opening up to score and then shut the door, or I'm opening up to probably take in 2 more goals. Now it's out of their hands, maybe I would say, but knowing Morocco, they still have it in them to try and get a goal back, given that France won't get a second.
Well, it's France who have taken the lead here in Boston. That was a nasty challenge there from Issa Diop, and referee Tello will issue the first yellow card of the game.
He misses the semi-final if they make it through.
That was a nasty challenge there.
And he might not even end this game too, because there's a lot to play and you already have a yellow card.
So I think, Alfred, you made mention of the fact that there was a delay in taking the spot kick.
Yes.
So I think Erling Haaland also having 7 goals, having been in similar positions a number of times. He took to his, Snapchat and then shared an image of when Mbappe was complaining during the hydration break.
Exactly.
And captioned it, need to wait 5 minutes to take a penalty. It's way too
Yes, it throws you off. Honestly, it was very bizarre. It throws you off. And thankfully, they are still leading, because I'm sure if it came down to that moment, Mbappe probably wouldn't make this rest. But hey, he has his goal. So,
well, even after 5 minutes, Mbappe had a chance to bury the ball, but still went on to miss. So that case, we know who.
Frank Kamal Achapa.
Oh God.
Messi.
Koundé down. Back to Saliba. Inside the defense. Now look at him. Rabiot gracefully brings the ball down nicely. And now Upamecano sends a very good ball into the path of Olise, twisting and turning Olise. Almost lost the ball there, but Koundé was there to mop up proceedings. Koundé is putting on a shift whenever he replaces Aurelien Tchouameni. But Morocco concedes a throw in here. What a finish, Mbappe. He uses Diop as the barrier, bent it past him, And past the stretching arms of Yassine Bono. And this time Bono couldn't do nothing. He had to watch it nestle inside his post. And France coming up once again. Mbappe now. And Ousmane Dembele getting the second goal for France.
It's gone. I told you. Now the game is gone. Morocco have themselves to blame for this. The approach wasn't. They had it in them to be expansive. They had it in them to also peg France back. But they wasted 45 minutes of the game trying to be negative. And just when they decided to play a bit positive, I mean, France is showing them their backside. But they mirrored themselves. So now what do they do different? We tried playing negative. The game was balanced. We played positive and now we are 2 goals behind. What do we do?
5 goals for the 2025 Ballon d'Or winner. And he's coming for the 2026 one. Took the ball from the center circle, went past 1, past 2, bent 1, past the outstretching arms of Yassine Bono. Just like that, France led 2-0 here in Boston.
I think Rowan coach also has a role to play if they should lose, because I remember in the previous game when Sofiane came on, he showed you that although Sabari is not there, but you could trust him in such moments. He was very, very, very good, but then he decided to go in with more sort of defensive approach, although on paper they open up. But whenever France gets the ball and they're attacking, lots of players in the box. You remember they had a chance, I think Hakimi, it was on a counter-attack, and he had just one player, and that one player was covered, and so they weren't able to produce anything. It's, very, very, very disappointing. I never expected this approach. That's why I asked Frank if he expected it. I never expected that. Because just open up once you score, and then imagine if you open up then you score. You've considered to maybe 2-1 or something. You are still in the game.
Now they're up against the hill, and no one can help them. Actually, they dug themselves into a hole that now they can't seem to come out of. And I don't see fans letting go. They are probably going to hit them. It's like a boxing match. Now they gave you that jab, and then you have a cut on your eyebrow. They are probably going to hit that point as many times as they can. Morocco probably now would be thinking, how do we limit the damage? It's more about damage control now than trying to inflict any damage, because you yourself, you are wounded. And I think I was just saying that, given that France don't score, and in 6 minutes France has done damage which probably cannot be repaired. You had 45 minutes, you wasted it. This is the World Cup. No second chances. So.
No second chances. Yes, it appears the Atlas Lions seem to have shot themselves in their own forts, and so it's 2-0 at this moment. Ousmane Dembele, and that iconic goal from Kylian Mbappe on the edge of the box. Yassine Bono has done really well, brilliantly well. But yes, when you are playing this attack, arguably I think the best attack at the World Cup.
France, they have 15 goals now.
That's crazy.
And Mbappe, he scored 8. Dembele has scored 5. So between the two, they have about 98% of France overall goals at this tournament. And that speaks for them. And yes, you blame the Moroccan coach, but see, anyone coming up against this attacking coach, you'll be a bit cautious not to expose yourself. But it's just unfortunate that this France team, they have whatever you try to do, they have ways, because there is Mbappe. See how he took the ball. Even with a low block, he'll still find a way. Elisa will still find a way to thread that through passes and all that. So it's just unfortunate that they've come up against a very potent France team.
But he now I think they came into the second half and then the Moroccan coach wanted to take the risk. But I feel he should have done that in the first half. And then if he had yielded, you can now come and play like you did for the second half. But at this point, and look at the subs. Look, in the lead up to the World Cup, there was even talk that the players who missed out on call-ups for the French side are equally potent to see them through to at least the quarterfinal. That's how crazy talent they have. They are leading 2-0. And look at the players they are bringing in. It's amazing. You know, we knew they were good, but finally seeing them together, it's incredible.
It is incredible indeed. And so the hydration break has resumed. But I mean, briefly before we go for the second half of the game involving France and then Morocco, that's after the hydration break, let's acknowledge our sponsors briefly. We have Rush Energy Drink. Rush Energy Drinks has been bold BU, Hustler's Enterprise, where efficiency meets performance. Just Chinese, from our kitchen to your heart. Verna Mineral Water. Share love with Verna Mineral Water. DSTV, home of entertainment. Knorri Cosmetics, healthy skin, renewed confidence. Furniture City, home of quality furniture. Melcom, where Ghana shops. Bigo Cola, big refreshing moments. Milo, wake up your champ with Milo. Electroland Ghana Limited, home of electronics and affordable luxury. Prep Master, they said that steady smarter. 369 Gym and Wellness Center, built on wellness and healthy lifestyle. Emily Logistics, your trusted paints and plasterboard supplier. Glyco General Insurance, we cushion you against life's unexpected setbacks. Glyco, we cushion you for life. Lizzie Shito, spicy. Frank Kama Achampa.
Whoa. Mbappe getting his 20th goal in 20 games at the World Cup tournament. Morocco trying to mount an attack there, and Upamecano almost sending it past his own goalkeeper. The cross came in from Tabli in an attempt from Upamecano to clear. Almost sends the ball past his goalkeeper, and it will be a corner kick for France. And just like this World Cup has shown, it's not over until it's over.
If you make something of this, then now they have a chance to fight back. If not,
and Morocco, can they hit France here? The cross comes in. That's war over everyone. But Unuai recovers the ball, but the ball had traveled past the touchline, and it is a throw-in for France.
It's disappointing performance coming from Hakimi. He's gotten into key areas in terms of delivering his delivery in set pieces. He's top notch there, but in this game he's been very, very, very bad and terrible. And then you could also talk of crosses into the. You see, this was a clear chance where they had enough numbers to convert, but look at where he sent it to too much power and also out of touch for the Moroccans. If you are able to step up against the big boys, you need your big boys to also rise up to the occasion. But so far, I think it's been absolutely disappointing performance from Ashraf Hakimi.
And Doué getting brought down there, wins a free kick for France. Mbappe faking the kick there. He's got Infantino in his cap, the amazing FIFA president, one of the very best the World Cup has ever seen. The news will come. People will try to.
I'm sure at this point, France is an Argentine and you don't know, because this is.
But I mean, he's done nothing. He's done nothing since. He suspended the World Cup from 32 teams.
Egypt.
No, he suspended the World Cup from 32 teams to 48.
He wants to really probably make it
to 62 teams. Yeah. So it's been amazing from Gianni Infantino since taking over.
Every time the World Cup is excellent.
He's not the official for referees. So that one, he can't do
He's not in
anything
charge of
about
referees,
it.
right?
But the man in charge of referees, Perugi Coleoni, says the referees at this year's tournament have been amazing. So you can make your case, but the head of referee says
There's no kiss.
yes, everything has gone
It's a
on.
strong case, but at the right time.
Yeah.
The case.
And it will be amazing. But is it Kylian Mbappe goes down from no challenge? And that is very, very
He's probably feeling something.
not good. That's not good news for fans. Going down without any challenge. And looks like
I hope it's not serious.
he will be changed. Jean-Philippe Mateta on the touchline. This is a very ugly news for Mbappe and them France. This tournament could be over.
We don't know that for sure. We don't know that for
I said could.
No, but
said
you don't say that.
You don't say that, Asim.
Oh,
His tournament,
Mbappe
His tournament can never be over.
I mean, he's working
is
on his
Yes.
own,
relinquished
so
of the armband.
it might be precautionary.
Yeah.
He will be
yeah.
leaving.
The semi-final,
A standing ovation from the France supporters to their star man, to their poster boy, Kylian Mbappe. 20 World Cup goals in 21 appearances. The only man to have 20 plus goals is Lionel Messi, who's done it in 31 games. So Mbappe becoming one of the potent attackers at this year's tournament. He came into the tournament with 12 goals in 2 World Cup appearances, 2018 and 2022, and in both World Cup appearances, he went all the way to the final. Winning one in 2018, he was on the losing side against Lionel Messi's Argentina in 2022, where he scored a hat-trick. But unfortunately, for some reason, due to the magic of Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe was on the losing side even after scoring a hat-trick.
Ben, do you have something to say? Oh wow! It's a very unique. It's a very unique trend. I'll call it that Mbappe has. First World Cup all the way to the final. Second World Cup all the way to the final, and he's on course to become someone who plays the World Cup and never gets kicked out. You know, so. Like Frank was trying to say, his tournament could be over. I don't think it's a serious injury. Probably there was even something there before the game started. So it's precautionary that they have taken him off. But Mateta has also made a very good case for himself in the season ended and the times he has had to play for France. Even went through the Olympic Games, he got selected and all that. So France don't seem to be a pace off at all. But ideally, I see them trying to now slow the game down, wait it out, and then see what the Moroccans will try to do. Maybe there's another goal in this game, and hopefully it comes from
Morocco.
Yes.
So that it sets up a very tense finish here. Maybe, who knows, maybe they can get some inspiration from Lionel Messi's Argentina.
Goodness.
Battling from a 2-goal down lead and winning 3-2 at the end of the game. Bakola has come into the fray, and he was on the loose there, but his cutback failed to find Felipe Mateta. So it will be a goal kick for Morocco. Ball came off a Moroccan defender, so referee has awarded a corner kick rather. Brilliant stuff there from Adrien Rabiot. Now Olise, he's yet to find the net. Olise, but he sits comfortably at the top of the assists ranking, Michael Olise. But he's yet, with all his attacking threats, he's yet to find the net, and almost An own goal there from Sadio Amrabat. Goes to his right hand side. Hakimi. 10 minutes left on the clock. And it looks like it will be the end of the journey here for Morocco and for Africa. The last African standing team drew by 2-0. Just a little over 10 minutes left to play, plus additional time. Unless something special, something magical happens here. Morocco coming once again, Nouahi. The cross comes in, headed away by Upamecano. And it is a throw-in. And Taubi will effect this one. Picks up the ball, but leaves it for Salah, the left back. Now Nouahi, back to Salah. Nouahi has been brought down, but referee is not having any of that. Salah also brought down. The referee awards a free kick for Morocco. Mbappe, that shot there. Curling pass. Yassine Bono. 20 goals in the World Cup. Amazing stuff there from the Real Madrid superstar. Kylian Mbappe. One of the youngsters who have lived up to the billing. The cross comes in from Hakimi. It's been headed away, but Morocco will regroup and come again. Mazraoui sends a nice ball into the path of Hakimi, and he gets into the box. Hakimi, nice ball there, finds Nouahi. Hakimi has been brought down. They want a free kick, but referee has finally awarded it. Rabiot bringing down Hakimi. And Morocco once again have a chance to at least cut the deficit in half.
Yes, but then so far, if you are a fan, you wouldn't be too optimistic about the chances of them converting and making use of this set piece to result in a corner kick. Hakimi hasn't played so well. Hopefully, he delivers well this time around.
Well,
at least they made something of this one.
Yeah,
well, it's been hit wide. Mike Maignan punching the ball out there. Morocco come on again. And would that be a corner? Just referee awards a corner. Mike Maignan.
Speaking of Maignan, it looks like I'm not seeing him.
Yeah, I think that will be his first.
Because he's basically been, and that tells how much of
how
waste,
bad.
Yes, how bad Morocco have been.
Fate.
It's amazing.
Well,
today is very shocking.
They can get one and serve a very nervy finish here. Mike Maignan getting his captain's armband, taking from his arm, but he will put it on again. Referee blows his whistle. Hakimi behind the ball. Brahimi. And the tussle there with Koundé. The cross comes in. But the header finds
The side of the net.
the side of the net rather. And from where I was sitting, thought that was in. Very close there. Very good. Cross came in. And Mike Maignan was wall beating. Another change there from Morocco. Taubi has been replaced by his bye. And Morocco, they have about 5 minutes left to salvage their tournament. Worrying faces there from the Moroccan fans in the stands. It's not going in their favor, and it looks like they can't achieve what they did back in 2022 when they beat Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal, leaving him in tears as they became the first African team to go all the way to the semi-finals, sending Ronaldo home. But this time, it looks like they would rather be going home at the expense of France. The cross comes in right into the waiting arms of Mike Maignan. Sends a long throw in to the path of Bakola. Bakola came on against Senegal to get one. Sends a nice one. Olise tried to also bend one into the far corner, but sends his effort well wide of the post. Still looking for his first ever goal at the World Cup. Michael Olise. Ben, that was wayward from Michael Olise.
Yes, of course. I mean, you would expect him to do better with the kind of form that he had coming into this tournament. He was expected to perform like his colleagues that he's playing with. You can talk of Kylian Mbappe. You can talk of Ousmane Dembele, who have produced an incredible numbers. But I would also say that he hasn't been very, very fortunate. Most of the shots that he's taking in this tournament, it's either it's saved or it goes wayward. But yes, he's still Michael Olise. When it comes to assists, he is leading that. And so yes, it's fair to say that in terms of performances, he gives you that performance. Just that he hasn't been fortunate with finding the back of the net.
Morocco have less than 3 minutes to stage a comeback. Bakola wins possession on the skates here. Bakola sends a shot inside, but it's parried away there by Bono, and it will be a corner kick for France. Bakola tried catching Bono at his first post, and Mbappe having eyes on his ankle, and maybe, like I put it earlier, maybe, just maybe,
okay,
it's
maybe.
not looking good for Kylian Mbappe there, having eyes on his ankle. The corner comes in, and Mateta sends his header just wide of the crossbar. Talking of Mbappe, became the youngest player since Pele to score in the final. Getting on the score sheet when France beat Croatia 3-2 in the final. Goes from Kylian Mbappe, Antoine Griezmann, and Paul Pogba. Sent France to their second World Cup trophy. And then showed up 4 years later to bag a hat-trick against Argentina, but came up against a master in Lionel Messi and couldn't defeat arguably the best player the world has ever seen. Morocco come once again. The left-hand side, Unwahi sends a perfect cross inside, but the header there through to trouble Mike Maignan. We are just a little over a minute left before the 90 minutes hit. And it looks like it is not going to happen tonight for Morocco. Their journey might be coming to an end soon. And the France fans waving their flags here at the Gillette Stadium. They are almost there. They are almost into the last four. They are almost into the last four to at least mount the stage to reclaim the title they lost in 2022. And the fourth official, Herrera, shows a minimum of 6 minutes to be played. In Morocco, they have 6 minutes to save themselves. But for France, they have 6 minutes left to book their place in the last 4. They will become the first team in this tournament to book their place in the last 4 and extend their stay in America. Sad faces all around in the Moroccan stands. It's not worth them for them this tournament. A 1-1 draw with Brazil beat Scotland 1-0 and had to come back to beat Haiti 4-2 in the last group game. They faced Netherlands in the last 32. A 1-1 draw there, and they won 3-2 on penalties to book a place in the last 16, where they came out victorious against one of the host countries, Canada. They were under pressure most of the game in the first half. And once the second half resumed, they took command of the game, went on to score 3 amazing goals to set up a date against 2-time world champions France, where they are currently trailing by 2-0. And France win possession inside the half of Morocco. Bakola, now Dembele, the man who got France second. Now Upamecano finds Olise at the right hand side. Olise has been forced all the way back to Upamecano, his Bayern Munich teammate. Now Rabiot, Dean, Dembele, nice 1-2 there, finds Rabiot, finds Mateta inside the box, but Mateta's touch was a bit heavy and he's lost possession of the ball. Now, Morocco come once again and they conjure some magic, diagonal ball, nicely brought down there, but referee has whistled for an infringement. And a handball there by the Moroccan attacker. Now Olise goes past one. He's been pulled back. Referee blows for a free kick here. 3 minutes left. And it looks like France will be booking their place in the last 4. Ben.
Of course, it was obvious that yes, they will be able to book their place in the semi-final, which they are taken as the team with, when it comes to favorites. I think they stand out among the favorite teams in this competition. And then I think we expect to see how they will be able to fare in the semi-final, potentially coming up against Spain, which will be a very, very interesting game. But I think the Moroccans, the coach's approach didn't help. How they are playing now is how they should have started. There's substitutions. You concede first goal. This is 50-something. 60-something minutes.
It was on this, I think 68 minutes.
68. You make the attacking substitutions as early as possible. Then you set to concede another. Then you are bringing your men. I mean, they are trying to create something, but no, that hasn't been the case. And even if not for the goalkeeping prowess of Bono in the post, Morocco would have conceded more. But yes, that clearly tells you the attacking potency of France. They can hurt you from all angles.
They got their approach wrong. They were too negative starting the game.
So I'm afraid, too much respect.
No, this wasn't even the fact that they were showing France some respect. They just were not interested to play, And I mean, you don't do this at the world stage. They have themselves to blame, honestly, because they haven't also been good when they are attacking. And you can't spend the whole game defending against this.
I mean,
this French side.
yes, most of the attacking moments, they have less men in front. The games that you played, you went all out against Brazil. You went all out against.
They actually had Brazil scared. Brazil was sitting deep.
Netherlands, you went all out. And you come and meet France. They have the attack, but yes, open up. As I said, even if you score and then they score later, it would have been a 2-1 now. I think if it were 2-1, it would have been a different game altogether by now. But you said it and then you've considered. It's very, very disappointing. The only African side that we were expecting.
And it took just 6 minutes of the whole game for that to happen.
Yeah.
Just 6 minutes.
We expected them to progress to the semi-final, but it's unfortunate.
Well, Ben, we didn't expect them to progress to the semi-final. Don't be lying to our audience. At this same stage, 4 years ago, Morocco, Al Nassiri, rose highest to plant a header and send a dagger through the hearts of Portuguese fans as they beat Portugal 1-0 to book a place in the last 4. Well, referee has ended it all here at the Gillette Stadium. France beating Morocco by 2-0 thanks to goals from Kylian Mbappe and Ousmane Dembele. For Morocco, the fairy tale ends here. What happened in 2022 couldn't materialize here tonight. Mbappe has sent them packing and back to Africa. It's ended here in Boston. France 2, Morocco 0.
That was a very, very interesting commentary, yet filled with some bits of all sorts of comments. But yes, that was Frank Kama Achampong with that commentary. Alfred, briefly, this French team, heading into the game, as I was saying shortly ago, they were coming to this game with some people made the argument that they've not met any strong opposition. They played Jordan, Jordan, Paraguay. All sorts of mid or average teams.
Whereas the Paraguay game was the one that probably tested them a bit.
Even more than this. And I think Morocco were coming with very good performance against Brazil. Brilliant performance against Netherlands. Who thought they will push France to their limit? And that wasn't the case.
That wasn't the case, rightly so. You don't play this negative. With the talent that you have, if you play this kind of, you limit your attacking players. You could see that Morocco were not using the flanks. They were not going through the middle. They just were not interested to play the football in the first 45 minutes. And France is someone who knows how to pick your pockets. They will do that countless times because that is their game. They don't know how else to play but that. And you basically mirror their style of play. So I don't see the idea behind being negative on the part of the Americans.
And that's boiled down to the coach's approach, primarily the coach, or maybe the players who weren't able
clearly
to
it was the coach, because clearly it was a tactical decision, because when the second half started, we were on the front foot for like about 5 minutes, but then that comes the other part, the finishing today. And maybe then I agree to the fact that Sabari not being available mattered or counted.
They were toothless.
But they just killed themselves, I say, for lack of a better word.
They just killed themselves. Frank, briefly, this is the end of the road for Morocco. I would like you to do a bit of comparative analysis with regards to why Regragui when he came up against France in 2022. If you could remember his approach to big games, and then how this current coach has been able to fare in this game as well. Then probably this is the end of the road for African teams.
Well, yeah, it's a sad, and then 9 teams got into the last 32, and then in the last 32 we couldn't progress enough. We just had to go into the last 16. That is Egypt and then Morocco. And unfortunately, both lost against, the last World Cup final. That is Argentina and then Morocco. But for Morocco, in 2022, they came up against a France side. Yeah, it also had that potent attack, and in the early stages, they got a 1-0 down from Etio Hernandez goal just in 5 minutes from the restart when the first half started. So that alone actually also forced them to stay back, because France prior to that were lashing teams. They had beaten England in the quarterfinals. Thanks to Giroud goal, it was 1-1, and even Kane missed the penalty there. So coming into that semi-final, Morocco had also beaten Portugal, but that Portugal, it was still about the Ronaldo not getting playing time and all that.
Yeah, I think he was
dropped.
Right?
So that game, because Ronaldo, you know what Ronaldo commands when he's in the team. You've put players on him, but once he was out of the team, they felt Gonzalo Ramos wasn't that potent enough. So he allowed Morocco to play how they were playing throughout the tournament. Because against Spain, the round of 16, they were very good. They matched Spain until it went to the penalties. But I think that's what got into their head, because they know Bono very good, and you saw how he saved a very good penalty taker, Mbappe's penalty. And I said this earlier, it's not a wonder that they came into the game trying to at least slow down the momentum and limit France, but it's France. Alfred said that there was this saying that even their second, those who didn't get a call up could actually mount a very good team and then play competitive football at this World Cup tournament. So they had no other option than to sit back and then wait for their opportunities. But once they sat back and once they had the ball, the transition was very slow. They didn't transition very long enough. They just, maybe, I don't know what the coach told them, and they did the changes very late when they were 2-0 down. And against France, it would take a very good team to mount a comeback at 2-0 down. So it's just unfortunate they had to bow down. But it's all the way a very good showing from them. They are into the quarterfinals, back-to-back quarterfinals. So one of the best African teams we've seen over the years. So kudos to them, and I wish them well in the next tournaments. Maybe, well, they host it in 2030, so with the home team behind them and the host of France, maybe they can do something similar back in 2022.
They can do something similar. And so, yes, this brings us to the conclusion of our coverage of the 2026 FIFA World Cup here on GhanaWeb TV. Now, before we depart, let's acknowledge our sponsors. Rush Energy Drink says, be bold, be you. Usla's Enterprise, where efficiency meets performance. Just Chinese, from our kitchen to your heart. Verna Mineral Water, share love with Verna Mineral Water. DSTV, home of entertainment. Kunori Cosmetics, healthy skin, renewed confidence. Furniture City, home of quality furniture. Melcom, where Ghana shops. Bigo Cola, big refreshing moment. Milo, wake up your champ with Milo. Electroland Ghana Limited, home of electronics and affordable luxury. You should have 369 Gym and Wellness Center. They are saying that whether you're an elite athlete, weekend footballer, or simply someone committed to living a healthier life, the right environment makes all the difference. That's why East Legon 369 Gym and Wellness Center is open 24 hours a day. Yes, it operates at every time, and so they offer strength training, reformer pilots, group fitness classes, sports massage, recovery services, IV therapy, and personalized wellness supports. They say they are built on wellness and healthy lifestyle. Remember, they are located at East Legon. Emily Logistics says your trusted paints and plasterboard supplier, quality interior and exterior paints, waterproof paint solutions, acrylic paint accessories, plasterboard and building materials, competitive prices, and excellent customer care. You can locate them at Dansuman Banana in 922 Place Building, Saka, Daru Street. At Jome, you can find them at opposite the Golf Road Station, Agege Last Stop, Dansuman. You can call or WhatsApp them on 050 010 8725 054 010 8725. 25. Glyco General Insurance. Glyco says protect yourself, your vehicle, your home, your business, or valued assets. Glyco General Insurance provides you with a reliable insurance solution designed to cushion you against life's unexpected setbacks. Yes, life is full of surprises, and so it's very good to secure your future. And so protect that dream today by downloading the Glyco General app to sign up, or call 050-144-7694 or email at customerexperience@glycogeneral.com or visit a Glyco General branch near you. Glyco, we are cushioning you for life. Lizzie Sheto says if you want that real Ghanaian heat in your meal, grab a pack of Lizzie Sheto. He says it's made up of hot pepper sauce that tastes like home, made with shrimp, fish, and zero preservatives. It's spicy, rich, and full of flavor, perfect for rice, kenke, wachi, and others. Lizzie Sheto is spicy. It's available in shops and supermarkets near you. For bulk purchase, you can call 050-168-3344 or 050-155-0998. Prep Master. Prep Master says that they are prepping you. In other words, preparing you for exams. The exams range from BEC to WASI to nursing exams. If you need a preparation or any sort of guide in writing these exams, Prep Master is the best option for you. Apart from that, they also prep you for visa interviews. Yes, you pay huge sums of money to book for a slot, and so it's very important that you go there and then you deliver. Once you are bound, you are forced to make another payment, which could cost you. And so Prep Master says they are there for you to help you in interviews and exam preparations. You can download their app on Apple Store and Play Store as well. They say that study smarter. Yes, you can study in various ways, but they are helping you to study in a smarter way. That's what you study. You go to the exam hall when you see the questions matching what you study. So that is Prep Master. Alfred, 1 minute. I think you are starting to say.
Yes. So a bit of World Cup trivia, right? Today is exactly 20 years to the day that the infamous Zidane incident happened, and it was a World Cup final against Italy. I believe everything from then till now has just added to the heritage that France has, and I believe they are going to channel the spirit of that team all the way down. They've done it before, and Frank may not want it to, but I'm sure they are going to do it.
They are going all the way to their final. I mean, many people believe that yes, with the kind of performance they are putting in at this stage of the tournament, they are in the league of their own, while the other teams are competing to, get the better of them. But yes, that is the Les Bleus of France. Kylian Mbappe leading his men to get to that final and possibly clinch his second World Cup title, which many hope will come to pass. However, there are teams also there to make sure that that doesn't happen. This is where we draw the curtains down on today's edition of our coverage of the 2026 FIFA World Cup here on GhanaWeb TV. Your host today, my name is Benjamin Saki. I did this with Alfred Edwin and then Frank Kama Achampon. Big ups or shout out to the production crew who made this possible behind the scene as well. Until we meet another time, stay blessed.
The best part of going home is family.
Sit up! Hey, mommy, my wife is cooking something delicious. Well, here.
Hot pepper sauce, spicy,
Lizzie Sheto, the Sheto is Sheto. Lizzie Sheto, overfill.
Lizzie Sheto, please, can I take some to school tomorrow?
Yes, my son, you can. Lizzie Shito dear, ebesu obiasu.
Lizzie Sheto hot pepper sauce, spicy and
Hey,